Well, as far as the history of the Ridges goes, it was started in the middle of the 1800s. It was founded in 1868 and moved into in 1874. The lunatic asylum process was already well underway. It started around the 1840s. In an asylum, you've got safety, you can work as part of the big farm operation. But the word lunatic, they got out of the picture rather quickly. Within about 10 years of when they opened, it was being known as an asylum for the insane. It was very progressive and very kindly, but there's no connotation of recovery or change in your mental status.
We had this guy come in and talk to us about the cemeteries, and he was telling us that it's not offensive to him, but he finds it really troubling that all these students find this place so scary and so creepy, because the Ridges were never a scary or creepy place. He said it's actually very sad. It's not like these people were treated poorly. They were treated fine. The Ridges was a huge part of the community, and people would come up there. They had parks and gardens and all that kind of stuff, and no one was creeped out by it. People would spend time at the Ridges. They would go there with their families. Everyone thinks that these are these terrible places now.
The first thing I think that probably impacted the quality of life was when they became overcrowded. By the year 1900, they had twice as many people as it was designed to hold. The bad times in institutional mental health care history runs from about the 30s to the 50s. During that time, there was a mass amount and pretty indiscriminate use of both electric shock therapy and lobotomies. They were doing anything to impact the mental illness. People, until recently, have thought that psychotic people aren't physically sick. There's nothing wrong with your body. You are haunted, cursed, or damned. It's the source of a lot of stigma about mental illness.
I don't think I believe in the stories. I don't think so.
I've been in every room and every basement and every attic of every building up there. No luminous orbs ever floated by. No chains rattling in the distance. I walked through them hallways, daring the spooks to come and get me. And none of them ever did.
It's sad that they're tearing it down.
There's talk right now about tearing down the old tuberculosis hospital, and I hope that people who are responsible understand that they are stewards of this public asset and that it's part of the architecture and history and culture of the region. As soon as those buildings start coming down, the site will be impoverished, and future generations will never know what a beautiful combination of a Kirkbride building and the cottage plan was up there on those hills. So if I could say one last thing, it would be don't tear down buildings. Don't tear down the old TB hospital, and don't tear down the old Kirkbride building that's the heart of it all up there.